Um, Day 12, arms. I know it's been a while since I've posted like a video, but since when I go with my friends, I go early and there's lots of people. I don't tend to record the sessions I do. So yeah, that's probably why I haven't been getting many. But last leg session, I still had the fuck back and ended up squatting my PB. So I got one, I think it's stick plates, but yeah, a bit risky on legs, but still had a good leg day. It's definitely a good leg session. I should have recorded it. It was squatting took a while. A lot of I think squatting took like almost an hour out of the session. I think there for like 3 hours, just because of the squatting. Or maybe a bit less than 3 hours, like 2.5 hours. But a big chunk of that was squatting, because you have to re-rack the weights, you have to wait. It's just a big process. But anyway, I'll stop talking. Arms, self-explanatory. I'm going to start off on the same machine I always do, or not machine, the same movement I always do, and that's shoulder press with the barbell instead of dumbbell. Gonna do 20 kg, see how that feels. Gotta move my camera, don't want to get it squashed. Okay. That might be a bit too easy. But finishing with dumbbells always really good. So what is lemon cooked? Fuck. That was a good pump. I think I'll do another set. Then I'll move on to shoulder raises. My mic was off. I was just basically saying I got this shoulder machine that I've gone straight into rear delts. But yeah, I'm barely done shoulders. I think next up will be maybe, trying to think, after rear delts. I think I'll go into my favorite tricep movement. But yeah, I was doing some reps of this, but it didn't count. But I do like this machine. This machine is tough, especially when you release it. You can feel the burn even more than when you're actually on the machine. It's really weird because I feel like you're under so much tension the whole time, and you relieve it, and then you just get a rush of like not pain, but like you get a real burn after you get off. But yeah, this machine's good. I do like leaning forward on the machine a bit. Adds a degree of difficulty, and we all know that's better. Okay, I'll continue with this to the best of my ability. I don't know how much more I'm gonna get, but I don't know. We'll keep on going without break. Maybe do a hold at the top on this one. That's difficult. Okay, I'm gonna go switch to single arm. Okay, what's the next one? Oh, one arm is like way more cooked than the other. Yeah, my left shoulder was getting hit more with this machine. Bit of a pain in the ass. I can feel it too. One shoulder's a bit more energy. So keep on going. So I may as well push it as far as I can until it gets to the other shoulders. Burn intensity. Yeah, there we go. That's feeling better. I'm feeling relatively even now. But this one's still more, got more of a burn going than the other one. Gonna be doing the Riddle movement that I showed you in my last video, the new one. I don't know if it is new. It's just, well, I found it doing like random exercises. So fuck knows. It might be an existing exercise already. I just formed it from the variation of the dumbbell one, like that. But I don't know, this one's a machine, and I don't know, you can push yourself on a lot of the machine exercises. I think I'll probably start with 20.5, and see how we go from there. So, using this grip, I don't know why I like this grip so much. Like it seems like such an unconventional grip for this, but who cares? Gets the job done. So try to keep your arm as straight as possible, because this will hit a bit of triceps. You have to lock it in place, but I mean, besides that, it's pretty good movement. It's pretty challenging once you get to high rep. Well, on the weight I'm doing at least. I don't know about other normal weights, or other weight, like on this machine, but because I've only done, I think, 25 kg and 20.5. I've gone lower, but I haven't gone up above. Like lightweight on this feels good as well. Feels like you can really perfect your form. And then once that's good to go, I feel like you can start going over weapons. Starting off with lightweight just to get the movement down pat is kind of important. There we go. Yeah, but you really start to feel like the adults after a while. Second set. Finishing off shoulders with some lightweight dumbbells. Just because, why the fuck not? Get a bit more of a shoulder bump going. But yeah, the last exercise for shoulders, then we'll move on to the triceps. Can't go wrong with dumbbell flies. Also, for the previous Riddle movement, the key important thing with that movement is to keep the movement controlled so you stay under tension for as long as possible instead of just rushing through the movement and making the movement feel kind of pointless, and it's not as effective in my opinion if you rush through the movement, doing it slow and controlled on the way up, but on the way down is more important, so you really build that tension in your arm and really feel that bony sensation in your arm, so you know it's doing something at least. So close to full stack. Only 9 kilograms off full stack, but yeah, as I'll show you again as to why I can't really do this movement on this machine. Although I like it, it's not as good. There's machines back there with heavier metal plates, so I can actually get a efficient pump on this. That moves a bit too easy for my liking. So this machine, or the resistance band weight one, is really fucking tough. The better alternatives to be capable of. Okay, on to doing my favorite tricep movement. Although overhead's pretty good, I can overhead pullovers, or not overhead pullovers, I'm not sure what they're called. Overhead extensions, probably the better word for it, I think, because it is like a tricep extension movement. So yeah, I think overhead extensions is probably the best word for it. But doing this, I really enjoy this movement. I can't stress enough, if you haven't tried using this movement, just to try it once. I know it's really weird to get used to. I know it feels like it's wrong when you grip it. I know it sounds like mad, but when you like have the attachment, like, and you're holding on, it feels really weird because your hand's facing this way and you're like pushing and pulling down. But this holding point right here is probably the most important. When you squeeze your tricep and hold out, you get a really good pump, and it just makes the movement better overall if you hold out at the end. Or you can do it quickly under tension as long as the weight stack doesn't touch that entire time and you're moving through the movement and getting the full range of motion. You should be all right. So you have two variations. You can do slow and controlled on this movement, or this movement you can spam it out. Try to keep your form relatively good if you do spam it out. So maintaining that point where you still lock out and making sure you do go all the way through with the movement, but you can still do that relatively quickly. I can't do it with this weight, not anymore. Not after the first set. Yeah, that gets your triceps going. You finish off on overhead, and I think I'll do straight bar push downs on the machine over there, which you can't see on camera, but I don't think I've used that machine on camera before. It's exactly like this pulley system, except the weight stacks. The individual stacks themselves are heavier, so it's better for movements like that. Although the weights do look more janky than these weights, or than these weight stacks. Moving on to single arm tricep pulls. That's a bit too heavy for single arm. I think I can't do 16. I'll do 18. That's the bad thing about this. This stack in particular is the 16 is unusable. Okay. But I've switched to single arm instead of double arm pullovers because I feel like I can really push myself and get a better stretch on the downwards motion of the movement than using two. Well, two is still perfectly fine. No, I've just started using one. I've preferred it. It is definitely harder to use one because obviously with two hands you got two arms, and just in general makes the movement a lot easier. And it's easier to have decent form on the two arm one as opposed to the one arm one, because the one arm one, it's pretty easy to screw your form up. I just go back to work and feel a stretch, and then from there, the easiest tricep pump of your life. Especially after you've done a tricep movement, this one really kills your triceps. Then to finish it off, do pull downs. I don't know if we'll get forearms in time, because I'll probably be home at like 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock if I continue going at this slow ass rate that I'm going. Also with one arm, if I wanted to, I could spot myself up just to really secure the burning sensation, but it's not necessary. I mean, as I've said before, that sensation isn't the only factor for muscular growth. It's just a good idea of how your movement's going and how you're progressing through the movement. But it's not the end all be all. There's so many other factors. Um, but yeah, that's one arm. I think I'll do the next set on mic because I don't really need it. But yeah. I really enjoy this movement. Actually, I don't enjoy it. I fucking hate this movement. It's really beneficial. You can really feel like the stretch. And I feel like they are important, although they are not fun when you do the full stretch, like out to there. They're pretty brutal, especially after you get a few reps in. Doing that full range of motion kills. And especially since I have long arms, it's not fun moving this all the way back up because my forearms are quite, well, my forearm is quite long. My whole arms are long, but yeah, it's not helpful in this movement having long ass arms like me. It also makes putting mass in your arms a bit harder, and movements in general become a bit harder. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm happy. I'm happy with my genetics. I mean, there's a lot worse things to have than long limbs. Although it is really annoying building out your base physique. Building a good like foundation for your physique as a skinny tall person is pretty annoying. But I mean, it is what it is. Everyone has to go through something to get jacked, and that's just what I've done. I mean, it's slow, very slow process. I think I've been at this for 2, 3 years. Been through a couple of gyms. This one's definitely my favorite, as I've mentioned in previous videos. It's just a nice gym. Um, I'm gonna be doing something a bit unconventional. I mean, it should be expected by now that I usually do stuff like that. Um, so I got the handles set up on the pull-up thing. It's like this. I feel like it doesn't hit your biceps as well as if you were to do it in a motion where it's like this. Um, and I like these, uh, the way the bar's set up. So I don't use this one. This one's a bit too low for me. This one's a bit high, so it's a bit better, easy to pull up on. And if I want to set up a band for when I get tired, it's just easier overall. I'll get into it. Yeah, this is a pull-ups are always a good way to absolutely destroy your biceps and get massive biceps. If you've seen the gymnast biceps, that's proof enough, I think. I'll get into it. I'm not how much I'm going to speak during the exercise because it is pretty full on, but we'll see. Feels a bit uneven. I'm just going to even it up a tiny bit before I get back into it. I might go with the set up this bar instead. That didn't work as well because it's sort of on an angle. A bit unfortunate, but I mean, not the biggest deal in the world. I try to make it as much like a bicep curl as possible. Whew. That was a bit shit, but oh well. I mean, still effective. Still certainly hit my biceps. I think I'll go to band just so I can push more reps out and just really secure that bicep pump. Finishing up on forearms. It's been a pretty good workout so far. I mean, I can't complain. So I got this bat for forearms. So it's almost like a baseball bat, except miniature. There are bigger ones. There are massive ones there, like about 30 kilos, which, I mean, you're not going to be moving for forearms. Or for this movement of forearms. You might actually, no, you might be able to, but I mean, it is harder because the center of gravity is facing away from you as opposed to towards you. So it makes it more difficult as opposed to using a dumbbell for this movement. That's why I like these. It's just a simple movement that works inside of the forearm. I don't know if I've shown this one off before. I think I might have. But yeah, it's a good exercise. Definitely gets the forearm pumping. Anyway, I just thought I'd do the outro while I'm finishing up arms with the forearm movement. I did do 2 of those like wrist strap but yeah, the like the bicep curls with the wrist strap extension, or accessory, not extension. Um, but besides that, that was pretty much everything. Uh, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys, if you go to have a workout, I hope it's fucking phenomenal. Hope you get an insane, absolutely fucking crazy bump. I'm sure if you're watching, you're probably bigger than me, so. I'll do a quick pump check because I haven't done one in a while, considering I think since 3 videos ago maybe. I don't think I did in the last 2 videos. I don't know though. I definitely missed the last video. But pump's looking pretty good. Try to get the red out. I mean, it looks pretty similar to last week, but I think it'll take a while until I notice any significant difference in my mass. But yeah, I just wanted to get the pump because I haven't got one in a while. Forearms looking alright, looking pretty pumped. I don't know if you can see too well on camera. It's better closer up, but I can't be bothered moving the camera forward. Well, this is post, end of the video, post outro. So yeah, so